What's happening, gamers? It's K-Mega405 live from the 405, where I'm just your regular gamer talking to the intelligent gamers. If you're new to the channel, please be so kind to hit that subscribe button, the like button. Also, let me know what you think about the video in the comments. Now, I want to give a big shout out to Mr. Kima because he gave me some of this information, and I haven't really been hearing it out in videos or in the wild that much. So I wanted to get into it. It's really tech savvy, but it's really important information, especially in regards to what's coming to the future of Xbox, in regards to the Scarlet and beyond, maybe even the X and the S, and also with the xCloud. I wanted to talk about that. So, man, let's get into it. So I know everybody's heard of the secret sauce DirectX 12, but what a lot of people I'm thinking not haven't heard about yet is DirectML. And it's coming to Windows 10 in spring of 2019. It says right here that Microsoft has released an update to the upcoming DirectML API in addition to the DirectX 12 API that will act in a similar way to DXR, which is DirectX ray tracing. Instead of adding support for ray tracing, DirectML is designed to add support for interfering into games and other applications, allowing gamers to utilize the AI capabilities of modern graphics hardware. In the short term, AI is likely to be more sought after feature than ray tracing, allowing developers to utilize the power of machine learning, which is the ML, to push their games to greater heights. So basically what this seems to be with this DirectML is going to be the alternative to NVIDIA's DLSS, so which is pretty crazy to think that that Microsoft is already utilizing something like this. So anyway, if the launch of DirectX 12 has proven anything, is that it's improved with the CPU efficiency. So that's already implemented. So if people are thinking about performance in that regard, that just pushing your PC to the limits with this new ML, well, that's what DirectX 12 is all about. Is that it's going to improve the efficiency, so you're not going to overload your CPU. Now, I know it sounds crazy me talking all this tech talk. I had to get some information for some people, but still, the one crazy thing about this is that the new APIs and the hardware features, it's most likely that the devs will go towards DirectX 12 once this DirectML will be in place. So which means that this is going to be a future thing, and it's good for everybody in the sense that because you still have the ray tracing with NVIDIA and now with Microsoft doing their thing, so they're going to push each other, and it's an option, and that's the best thing for everybody. And what this also means is that this is going to go and be implemented most likely into the Scarlet. Now, I know that there's people that say that there was no secret sauce, no DirectX 12 with it, but all you have to do is look at what you have with the X and how that works and what they used to implement on certain games. You look at Gears 5, I'm sorry, not Gears 5, but Gears 4, Sea of Thieves, with all that situation going on there, and just there's implementations of DirectX 12 through a lot of Microsoft's games. It's just not been utilized to its maximum potential. But with this DirectX, well, I should say this DirectML, it's look like that's all going to change, and especially with new hardware coming for Xbox. So that's really impressive. Like I said, I don't think that there's been a lot of people talked about this. I had to do a little homework, but it's really impressive to think that Microsoft is going this direction with this. And again, if you just think about all the moves that Microsoft / Xbox has been doing here lately by acquiring these studios, by acquiring engines like the Havoc engine and things and so on and so forth, going on with the xCloud. That's what I'm going to get to here in a second. Is that if anybody thinks that Microsoft is trying to fold in the gaming universe, they're a fool. That's not happening whatsoever. What's happening is that they're doubled down, they're dug in. Any company that was wanting to get away from gaming, then they wouldn't acquire studios. They wouldn't acquire anything. They would be cutting back. They're jumping more in double fisted, double feet, all in, head deep into the gaming universe, because they see that there's a lot of potential there of making money. I mean, because look, these big companies, this is what it's all about, is making money. So with all that being said, I definitely want to know what you think about DirectXML. It's going to be started on Windows. It said in 2019. It's got an update that's coming out this month sometime. So you know, for the PC guys, of course, they're going to reap the benefits first. I don't see that this is going to be on the Xbox One X until after what happens with Windows. But just to think of that opportunity to get there, because look, if there's one thing that we know, is that these consoles have not reached their full potential yet. The Xbox One X Fat and the S, they haven't met their potential yet. They still have ways to go. There's still juice in there. But the X, it's got a lot of juice left. So that could definitely be a benefit. I don't think that anything could be fixed or helped with the S, and damn sure not the Fat. But the Xbox One X, I could definitely see some traces, or if it could just be fully implemented. We don't know. I mean, like I said, there's plenty of juice in that box to probably utilize it, but it's definitely going to be in the new Xbox. So that's something that's going to be very interesting to see, because that was one of the questions that we were all wondering is, hey, is there going to be any type of forms of ray tracing within the PlayStation 5 and the in the new Xbox? So that seems to answer the question. Now on to the xCloud. I know that this been talked about. We talked about it on BGST yesterday, and I gave my thoughts. I'm basically just saying, look, I mean, I seen what Google did. I was excited about it. I talked a little bit about it on GRG, and it's, to me, it's like, I know a lot of people are reserved. They're kicked back. They're you know, the internet connection. Where's the future of gaming going? Look, it's been stated with the xCloud that these guys are going to still keep continuing to make consoles. They've said this. They're not going to go away. It's an option. And if people have the right internet, and it doesn't mean you don't have to have a lot of speed. From what it says is that, look, for the Google stream, it was 25 megabits per second. Microsoft is saying it's only 5, so latency, which is another issue that a lot of people have, especially when they play with PlayStation Now, that seems to be almost a dead thing. Like, now, look, we understand that there's always going to be hiccups with this new type of technology, and pretty much when you're new to it, you might be a guinea pig. But if everybody's going to, especially two big heavyweight companies with the money that they have, and they're going fully invested into this, then I do see the future being bright, and streaming being a huge thing. I mean, all you got to do is read the comments of not the fanboys, but of other people that's just like, that just seen this and were like, whoa, this is dope. They were excited about the Google. They're excited about the xCloud, because you can, the difference between Google, that they're going to be playing some AAA games. We don't know how many games that they're going to have on there. The one benefit with Xbox is that they have their own library of games, and all of your games will be able to be played anywhere. That's crazy. Just to be played on your cell phone, on your tablet. That's the type of innovation that I am excited about when it comes to gaming. I'm not one of the people that wants to have gaming just stays in one spot and just be complacent with it. I want to see how far the gaming can go to where it reaches as many people as possible, so one of my favorite hobbies in the world can progress, and it could be here for generations to come. That's why I'm so excited about streaming and all of this. But also, another reason why Microsoft isn't going nowhere is because right now I'm just looking and reading that it's pretty much a solid that Xbox has acquired Obsidian. This is insane. All of this talk about Xbox is not really caring, or Microsoft is not caring about gaming and all these acquirements. This is some great news. I'd like to hear your thoughts about everything. Everybody have a good one. Peace.